Morning, guys. Good morning. Hope you're ready to get this day started. I know I am. It's going to be the most amazing day. All right. You got stuff moving. Now, here we go. Let's do the introduction. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So, what better place to be than here with me? Good morning, Miss Love. Hope we're ready to get this morning started. We have our mint water on deck, and we're ready. We're ready. It's going to be a good day. Good day. So please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget, we have the podcast, we have the movie, we have all the things. Make sure they subscribe to the Fearless Morning show over there, please. That would be greatly appreciative. So, good morning. Hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. I know I did. I always say that, but I always have a good time on the show. And I hope that we are learning something, most importantly. So there's that. So today is Friday, y'all. I didn't even know because I've been thinking all week that today was Friday. So now that it's here, it don't feel like Friday to me, but that's okay. So yesterday we talked about how good it can get. Did anybody try that yesterday? Did anybody try that exercise where you just say, how good can it get today? Did anybody try that? If you did, I hope it worked out well for you. If not, try it today. It would be fun to see how that worked out for you and if it did. All right, so today I want to talk about the Inside Fulfillment Center. So, and I want to look at that in terms of us, and I want to use the example of, because we've been talking about respecting ourselves, respecting our time, and the disrespect. We've been talking about all the things this week, but I want to talk about the Inside Fulfillment Center, and I want to use for an example in the Bible where it talks about a light. Is that the right Bible verse? I can't remember. But anyway, it talks about the light and path, and in my mind, the light is the eye of you or the inside of you. And as long as the inside of you or the eye of you is clear, then the path is clear. And the path is my faith and my vision operating correctly. And if my faith and my vision are operating correctly, then my path is clear. And to get to that understanding and the oneness of Inside Fulfillment Center is the understanding that whatever is inside of me is fulfilling whatever it is that I said I wanted. So that Inside Fulfillment Center operates just like Walmart or Amazon. What you say you want is what is delivered to you. And when we stop looking at ourselves as a fulfillment center, then we stop receiving the abundance that we desperately seek. So if I understand my inside is a fulfillment center, and if wide is the way but narrow is the gate, and I've got to be focused on what comes through that narrow gate, then what comes through that narrow gate is the things that I say that I want, or the things that I have faith that are going to happen. And by understanding I have faith that that's going to happen, I'm activating my inside fulfillment center. Abundance is available. It's available. It is there. It is up to me of what is being fulfilled, though, every day. Now, you can argue and say, JoJo, that's not true, because I don't be asking for all the bad to happen in my life, but are you stopping it? When we look at wide is the way, like we did on Wednesday, and narrow is the path or the gate. When you look at all of your thoughts, what is coming in? Is that I can't, I don't know? Is that what's coming in? Or is what coming in, I am, is it the positive or the negative? Because what's coming in is what's being fulfilled. There's no separation from the two. There's no separation from the two. So on this great day, as we are thinking about all the things that come to pass, that come to be, let's look at what the fulfillment center has been. What order has been placed? What order have you placed? So I need you to go back and watch all this week. So if wide is the way, like, and wide open is my acknowledgement of all my thoughts, and narrow is the gate. That is the thoughts that I'm allowing to come in, right? And I've got to pay attention to what's coming in. I'm the gatekeeper of that. So I've got to be mindful and pay attention to what's coming in. If I'm not mindful of what's coming in, my gate is going to be broken down, and all those wide thoughts, I can't, I don't know, depression, sadness, all of that then has free reign. And so what happens when you begin to say, okay, let me put this gate back up, and narrow is the way again, and you're putting that structure in place, it's going to feel like it's going to overwhelm you. It's going to be a lot, because wide was the way for so long. And then let's go back to where we were disrespecting ourselves with our time. It would be easiest for us to say, I don't want to do that, instead of say, oh girl, I just don't have the time. You have the time for what you value the most. And if it's not a value for you, it is better to tell yourself the truth than to lie, because when you lie and say, girl, I don't have the time, man, I just don't have the time, and then you begin to disrespect yourself, and then you get mad because you didn't do it. Now you big mad. Well, now here come other things when you could have just said, I don't want to, which would have alleviated you and the responsibility of saying that is what you wanted to do. I just didn't have the time. So we disrespect our time. We don't take advantage of our time. I encourage you to walk around with a piece of paper today. It's 7:46. 7:46. I watched the morning show. 8 o'clock, I went to the bathroom. You say, JoJo, I'm not fixing to walk around with a piece of paper. Keep a tally in your head, whatever. You will see that most times we're productive 3 to 4 hours out of the day. And we're not productive the rest of the day. So if wide is the gate, narrow is the way, I've got to pay attention to it, because now we're in this narrow gate is my fulfillment center. So if we're talking about the lamp on, what is that Bible verse? Like a light unto my path or something like that. I see it as my mind, I am, my understanding of the Creator lives in me, and I'm giving my words life. That is my light. So the words that I'm speaking is the light unto my path. If I'm speaking death, darkness, and I don't know, and negativity, I can't see where the hell I'm going. And if I can't see where I'm going to disrespect myself. I'm going to disrespect my time. Wide is the gate. All the thoughts are coming. And my narrow gate, which I assume I'm walking correctly, is never going to be on the mark. I'm always going to end up somewhere I don't want to be. I'm always going to end up in the same rut, doing the same thing, having the same conversation. Like, why do I have to keep explaining myself? And growth, my friend, is not having to explain it. Growth is being mad, angry, frustration, right? Feeling it, knowing you right, Also knowing that person, place, or thing is never going to understand they're wrong and walking away from it. Now, I ain't saying you can't say your piece, yes, because sometimes you need to say your piece and let it be known. But even after you do that, it is walking away. Good morning, Keeper. Thank you. I knew it was somewhere. I just couldn't remember. So if I am the light that lights my path, but I'm acknowledging all the thoughts, and in my narrow gate, only the negative ones are coming through, what does my path look like? So if I'm a fulfillment center, so inside of JoJo's fulfillment center, I am fulfilling whatever it is that I'm allowing into my gate. I can't, I don't know, I'm broke, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm lonely, I'm this, I ain't never going to achieve this, I'm this age, I ain't going to do this. If that's what's getting in, that is what's being fulfilled. There's no other way around it. And like yesterday, we talked about how good can it get? We needed to ask, how good can it get? And then be open to what that good is. Because sometimes we don't even want to think about how good it can get. When it could get really great, but we just want it to be really, really bad. We need it to be bad so we can say, but I told you, JoJo, it wasn't going to work. I told you it was for everybody. I told you it was everybody but me. But are you taking advantage of all the opportunities that are before you? Today, you have endless and countless opportunities that at this second are being presented to you in your mind as you're talking to yourself. So y'all know on Monday at 5:44 a.m. I woke up with all the thoughts for this week. I was talking to myself about all the thoughts this week. And it was really for me. So if I don't take advantage of the time that I had before me, people that say, girl, you do too much. I don't understand, honey. I'm tired just listening to you. I'm trying to take advantage of time that I have, because I could look up and it's the end of the day and I haven't done anything. But girl, the day just got away from me and I don't know. But if wide is the way and narrow is the gate, and I'm just sitting there in a wide open path and I'm not paying attention to what's coming in, then I'm disrespecting myself. I'm not taking advantage. I'm not honoring my time. I'm not asking how good it can get because I'm too busy looking at all the bad and the big things that are going on instead of narrowing down that focus and allowing the light in my path to illuminate where I'm going. But that path cannot be light unless I understand the narrow gate and what's coming in there. What's coming in that gate? So if I am the inside fulfillment center, and I need you to go back and read the Bible, because the Bible is a book of psychology and mindset. Because if you cannot freely understand and accept it, it doesn't matter how much you read it, how much you desperately want to believe it. The connection will always be missing. You will always say, but it's other people. It's not me. They can have it. I can't. You got to renew your mind every day. And we talked about Job earlier this week, where he said, my greatest fear is this. Job had everything, but his greatest fear was this. And in his narrow gate, he allowed his greatest fear to come in. And so his greatest fear lighted his path, and his greatest fear came to be. Not saying he wasn't a good man, said Job was a great man, but he lost everything. Because in the beginning it said, my greatest fear is this. So in his narrow gate, his greatest fear came in. It lit his path. Along with, and listen, it was lighting his path along with all his abundance and his blessings. He kept that greatest fear ever before him because he kept saying it. My greatest fear is this. And if you are a fulfillment center, use Job as an example. Use anybody in the Bible as an example. If you are a fulfillment center and you say that, that is what gets fulfilled. It happened. Did it not? Did it not happen? So as you're thinking about it this morning, if you're if you're inside your fulfillment center, what is coming through your narrow gate? What is it that you're focused on that you know is fixing to happen? You're gonna say, I'm gonna try, and we need to take the word try out, because try doesn't count. Either I am or I ain't. And we talked about this is on Monday, acknowledging so when I say I want to live healthy, or I want this 6-pack, or I want this 1-pack, or we come off first saying, here's the recycle man on time this morning for once. And is my recycle out? Of course not. So here I am saying I've got to eat this way. And then I tell you my whole story of why I got to eat this way. Well, my stomach, and this, and then my dad. And I got to tell you the whole story, which cancels out the abundance or the meaning behind why I said I wanted to do it. So in the no separation phase, right? If I understand I'm a healthy being, or I have a 6-pack, or I'm a multimillionaire, I act now as it is, as that. So if I already have a 6-pack, what would I be doing? Well, I would work out every day, or I would eat right, or I would do this. So one day, me taking advantage of my time, me not disrespecting myself, one day is not a place. It's not a destination. So if this is what I say I wanted, then I operate as that. So if I want to be a multimillionaire, well, what does a multimillionaire do, JoJo? You can say, well, I don't know. Well, then the next step would be get a book or find somebody and read it and reverse engineer it. You just got to work backwards, because before you were called, it was answered. Before there was demand, the supply was already given. We understand the law. Before I can make a demand, the supply is there. Okay. So before I knew I was going to be healthy, the health was there. Before I said I was going to be a multimillionaire, it was there. So now I just got to operate in that. So if you don't know, you work it backwards. I already have a 6-pack. Oh, you do? Yes. So how are you going to maintain it? Oh, I'm going to work out every day in this. Oh, you're already healthy. Yes. But how do you maintain your health? This is what you do. So when people say, hey, JoJo, why did you do this? I don't have to start with, girl, I had to do it because this, and this. Oh, this is my lifestyle. There's a difference in me trying to explain why I'm fixing to do what I got to do, and me honoring what I am, and me telling you the steps that I took to get there. Because we will still honor our limitations and telling the story of why we had to do what we had to do. I'm guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that. So it's understanding that inside of me is a fulfillment center. What I say is lighting a path. That's the way I'm fixing to walk. So I've got to be careful about what's coming in that narrow gate, because if wide is the way, and listen, I'm not saying that you won't have all the thoughts and all the things, and something won't slip in that doesn't belong there. I'm not saying that, because it will. I'm saying that if I'm the gatekeeper, I'm saying that if I understand that I am the light and it is lighting my path, when something crosses it or darkens it or becomes darker than usual, I, as the gatekeeper, have the authority to do something about it, to remove it, to cancel it out, to kick it out, honey, to lock it out. We forget the power that we have to, what's the word? The power that we had to create this thing. I need you to go back and read the Bible and figure out for yourself the psychology behind your mindset, because there's every example about every mindset you could possibly imagine inside the Bible, and how they had to change their mindset in order to accept it. And if they didn't accept it, it wasn't until Job understood that he couldn't no longer think about his greatest fear, because his greatest fear was already lived. So if he just released his greatest fear and gave it up, then this could continue this way. He could live more fully in his abundance. He got more than what he had. But as long as he justified, yeah, I'm abundant, yeah, I'm this, but my greatest fear is this, that is what was fulfilled. So let's apply this to our life and look at ourselves. JoJo, what has been fulfilled in your life? What has been your greatest fear? And it came to pass. My greatest, In the back of my mind, my greatest fear, and I love my daddy, and thank God he changed his life, was that I never wanted to grow up and marry an abusive man. That was always in my mind. And what did I do? Because it was always my greatest fear. And I didn't say it like, ooh, I hope. You say it in such a way like, I hope this don't happen. Or you say it in such a way of arrogance that it ain't ever going to happen to me. I'm not going to. But the fear is attached to that, what you assume is a positive statement. Now, I'm not saying that bad can't come into your life on its own accord. It absolutely can. But what is my greatest fear? Is it being fulfilled in that moment? So if I am the inside fulfillment center for JoJo, what am I allowing to be fulfilled this day? What am I allowing to show itself? So if I'm asking today, how good can it get today? And that was our exercise yesterday. How good can it get today? And say it all day. How good can it get today? Then that is what is going to come through my fulfillment center. It is that simple, friend. And we can make it difficult if we want. I encourage you to make it difficult because, listen, it will make you feel better to make it difficult. Because if it's simple, you're going to feel some type of way. So I encourage you to make it difficult to make yourself feel better. But I promise what's not going to change is the outcome. You just made it long and drawn out to suit your ego to make you feel better about something that's quite simple. And when we get to the simplicity of it, let's go back to my journal entry. Come on, man. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Y'all. Thank you. The man was out there waiting for me to take trash. Hey, I'm back. This is real life, so thank you. So, where was I at? If we're inside the fulfillment center, be mindful of what you're fulfilling, okay? Be mindful of the thoughts that are coming in. Be mindful that your gate is narrow. Pay attention to the words that you're allowing to come in. And why that's important, it doesn't have to be, okay? Listen, you don't have to believe me, okay? You can do it however you feel. You can make it complicated. You can make it hard. You can say, JoJo, you crazy? I'll take all of that. I'm just asking you to try something different for today. So ask, how good can it get? Look at your fulfillment. If you're the inside fulfillment center today, pay attention to what orders you are fulfilling today. So every time you speak, you are creating an order. So what order are you fulfilling inside of yourself today? Is it I'm always going to be broke after I pay this bill? I'm going to be broke. My mama always going to get on my nerves. My sister always going to do this. My brother's always going to do that. And it will always happen because there'll be no other way for it to happen because that's what you fulfilled. That is what you needed in order to make yourself feel better, to make the situation better. That's what you felt like you needed. So on this great, most amazing day, thank y'all for your patience as I went to take out the recycling. Think about and keep her, if she's still on here, thank you for the Bible verse. Psalms 119, 105. The light unto my path. Let me put it over here. And that simply means your thoughts are lighting your way. Okay. And if your thoughts are dark, your path is going to be dark. And remember what we talked about all the time. I need to give my words and my breath direction every morning. That is your light unto your path. Period. Okay. Thank you, Kiva. So pay attention to what you're giving light to every minute of the day. And then don't forget to ask, how good can it get? Practice that this weekend. When you wake up or you're up and you're moving for the rest of the day, just say, how good can it get? I promise it can be most amazing. Listen, don't make it bigger than what it has to be. Don't be like me. I think it was April of 2020. In my journal, it says, JoJo, why are you comfortable in the dark? Because I was afraid of the brightness of my light. Not only that, I was comfortable in that darkness because you can see. You're used to seeing and fumbling your way in the dark. You're used to seeing and fumbling your way and struggling in bad relationships because that's what you used to. You used to bad relationships. You used to things not working out. You used to the struggle and strife. And so when you try to do something different, it's harder because you're used to that. And if you're going to live in abundance, if you're going to live in the abundance of I am, then you have to understand that is the whole premise of it is abundance. The whole premise of the Bible, of God, the Creator, any religion is to live inside of the abundance of it. It's never to live in the struggle and strife. There are more I am statements in the Bible than you could ever imagine. Let the weak say, I am strong. Life does not care whether you say I'm rich or poor, strong or weak. It's going to eternally reward you for that which you seek. It will eternally reward you for that which you think that you are. So if I stay in, but I'm weak, it's going to eternally reward me for that. Wide is the way, narrow is the gate. So I hope this helps somebody today, guys. If it has, please let me know. If it hasn't, honey, please leave it for somebody else. Somebody else may need it on this great, most amazing day. Y'all, we have 6 days left to graduation. Rosie will be official high school graduate. We are excited. And she's decided to go to real estate school. So we're really happy about that. And so 6 days countdown. Don't forget, we have Sister Rise coming up. I really want you to come, okay? It is my desire and hope that you come. There's the link. If you have questions about it, please send me a message, bit.ly/Sister Rise, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions about payment plans, about when and where and all that good stuff. So, and please make sure you share it with a friend and bring a sister as well. I hope you have the most amazing day. I hope you have a great weekend today, out of your mouth with conviction, with understanding and no doubt, because there is no separation between you and the I am. You do not have to go search for a relationship with the I am. You are a relation. You are the relationship. You ain't got to look for it. It's already in there. Okay. It's already fulfilled inside of you. You just have to acknowledge that. So ask today, how good can it get? And in your acknowledgement, let there be no separation, that it is that good. Let there be no other thing that it is. And I promise it will be. So it's great, most amazing day. I hope you have a good day. And I'll see you guys here bright and early on Monday morning. And if y'all been following me in my reels and my shorts on YouTube, y'all see we've been doing these 1-minute planks. And Rosie been cheating. She been in charge of the darn clock. And I've been doing a minute and 20, a minute and 30. Listen, I can barely do a minute. Don't be adding seconds, but she's been adding seconds to me. So we've been doing that 1 minute plank twice a day, along with our 3 mile walk. I'm trying to start back working out, but my plate has been kind of full. So I'm about to make it happen though. So on this great day, I hope you follow me on that journey. I want you to have the most amazing day ever. Okay. Once you go out and ask how good it can get today. All right. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you here bright and early on Monday morning. Have a good one.